Hi students, I'm Esther Rani, faculty from English Department, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Welcome. Welcome to the session of letter writing. So here, what is letter writing? Here, first of all, let us see communication. First of all, let us see what is communication. Communication is of two types, verbal and written. Verbal and written. So here, and how many ways that we communicate? How many ways that we communicate with people? Here you see, there are two ways of communicating with the people. The first one is verbal. First one is verbal. Verbal means we talk. We talk. We communicate with the people with one another. We communicate with one another and we communicate with each other. So another way of communicating is written. That is written communication. If we want to say some or something to someone else, we write on a piece of paper. We write on a piece of paper. So here, and we send that piece of paper to some of the people to whom we are intended to send. Today, we are going to see what is communication, and we are going to see the most common form of written communication. The most common form of written communication is nothing but a letter. What is the most common form of communication? It's a letter. Written communication. Okay, so when we write a letter, we have to keep it in mind certain things. They are diction. What is diction here? Diction is nothing but the style of language, means the language which we use in the letter. Then grammar and punctuation. Grammar and punctuation. These two are very important. Punctuation plays vital role. That we must agree. Punctuation plays a vital role in writing a letter. So here we can say that we have to admit that punctuation must be given utmost importance in the letter writing. So here, when we write a letter, we know that the importance of punctuation, especially punctuation mark, comma. We know that comma is very, very important in written document. So here you see, when we write a letter or comma, which as everybody knows, comma is a punctuation mark. Sometimes it saves a person in a sentence. Means it saves the life of the person in a sentence. So let us see what is that sentence. You see, let me write that sentence. Kill him not, leave him. Kill him not, leave him is the sentence. So in this sentence, how we are going to punctuate? Where we have to keep a comma. See the sentence. Kill him, comma, not leave him. What is the sentence here? The comma kills the person here. And the next one is kill him not, leave him. Kill him not, leave him. Previously, where we kept the comma, kill him, not leave him. Here, the comma killed the person. And in the next sentence, kill him not, leave him. Here in this sentence, it has saved a person's life. So this is a sort of importance a comma has in the sentence. So we must be very, very careful while placing commas. Comma has its own importance in the document writing, letter writing, any other sorts of written communication. So children, let us go back to the topic, that is letter writing. Today we are going to discuss about the letter writing. So before we start, let us see the objectives of letter writing. Why we have to learn letter writing. So here the students, they can read, means when you learn letter writing, it enables the students to read letters or a letter or request carefully before responding. And one more thing is, second one is, students, they enable the importance of creating formal and informal documents also. And the next one is, the students, they learn basic letter formats and letter writing etiquettes also. And students always see, by the end of the topic, they learn letter writing etiquettes. Keeping these objectives in mind, let us see, first of all, what is a letter? Before learning what is a letter, we cannot proceed, isn't it? So let us go with that. A letter is a written, typed or printed communication sent in a form to a person or a messenger. So this will be sent in the form of a covered. So this is what we call a letter. So we can see these two pictures also. Then let us see the definition of the letter. So here, famous people, they have given a beautiful definition of these letter. See, letter is a thing. It's a written or printed communication directed to a person or an organization. Okay. So here, and one more thing is here, another definition, E.W. White, he has given, a letter is a writer writing away can always fix himself up to make himself to write, but a man who has written the letter is struck with the emotions of also. Okay, this is what W.E.B. White has said. So please, therefore, what I would like to tell you is, here a letter should be a truthful one. The one who is writing a letter, he must convey truthfully, as they may become, these letters may become a permanent record of what you know, think or feel at the time you are writing a letter. So always a letter must be truthful. This we have to keep it in mind while writing a letter. Okay. And the next one is types of letters. Let us see types of letters. Letters are of two types, as we know very well. One is formal letter. The other one is informal letters. Formal, informal letters are of two kinds. Everybody knows right from the childhood that we are learning types of letters. So, as you know that informal letters are letters to friends, family members, etc. Very close ones, dear ones that we write. Okay. And then here these letters, formal letters, again, we have divided into two categories, that is business letters and official letters. Business letters and official letters. Here in my slide, you can see very clearly what is a business letter and what is official letters. Official letter always you see letters of complaint and letters making requests, letters making redressing grievances and all. Again, these official letters are divided into categories like letters of complaint, job application letters, letters to the principal, and letters to higher authorities. In this way, we can divide these letters into many kinds. Understand? So, we write letters to principal, means to apply for a leave, to take permission from him. We write letters. And even job application letters are very important for us. Okay? To employers, we write letters, cover letters, resumes that we write. And letters of complaint, to complain something to higher authorities like government sector, people, we write letters of complaint. So these are a few different categories of letters that we have. So next what are the kinds of letters or types of letters that we can see here. 4 types of letters that we have. 1, personal letters. Second one is official letters. Third one is business letters. Fourth one is letters to the editors. So let us see briefly what are these. So personal letters are the letters to write to our friends, close relatives. And here, when you write these personal letters, language doesn't matter. Means it may be in informal way. We need not follow. Because you are writing to your very close people, you can write a letter in an informal way. Okay. And the next one is official letters. Official letters always we write to higher authorities. Say, if you want to comply, or if you want to write a letter to higher authorities, say to the collector and then superintendent, or higher officials like mandal revenue officers. So these are the higher officials. If you write a letter, that we call official letters. Here is a informal language that we cannot use. Very formal language that we have to use while writing these letters, right? Then the next one is business letters. Business letters always deals with only business matters. Only business matters. Okay. And the next one is letters to editors. Letters to editors. These letters to editors always are written to the editors regarding to the complaint, an event, a situation, an exploitation event situation on based on the exploitation of on another group, one group or another group. These we bring to the notice of the editor from the side of the people. Okay, so these are 4 types of letters that we have mainly. So the next one is we have to keep a few key points in our mind while writing a letter. Very important these are. Once again, I would like to keep before you a very important key points while writing a letter. They are, the first one is diction. Diction means language style. What sort of language that you are writing? Style of language is very important while writing a letter. The next one is grammar and punctuation. Without grammatical mistakes, following all punctuation marks where that we have to keep. So in this way we have to write. And last key point is paragraph writing. How you are structuring paragraphs. So all these in detail we'll see in the coming slides. Okay, here is a paragraph division. In what way that you are going to divide the paragraph, how many spaces that you are giving, how many, these rules that we have to keep in mind while writing a letter. Okay, so keeping these key points in mind, let us see the parts of letter in detail. So, every letter will have 5 parts of the letter which has their own importance on a sheet of paper. When you write a letter, 5 parts that we have to keep it in mind. Very important points these are. So let us see what they are. The first one is heading. The first one is heading. Second one is salutation. Salutation. Third one is paragraph. Then fourth one is leave taking. Complimentary clause we call that. Okay. Subscription we call that. And the next one is superscription, which we write on the address on the envelope. Superscription we call that. Okay. So let us see in detail about all these parts of letter. See here heading. Heading plays a very important role in letter writing. So here in this part we write place and date. Usually many people, even students also, they commit mistake. First they write date and then place, which is a wrong format. First we have to mention the place and then date. Let me show you an example here. So here you see, I have given two methods of writing date. So one is British method, the second one is American method. British method always goes with the ordinal numbers and American method always goes with the cardinal numbers. Before that, let us see what is ordinal and what is cardinal. Ordinal numbers are always followed with a suffix, a number which followed by a suffix, that is th. First, second, third, fourth. Okay, here you can see very clearly 4th July 2022. 4th July 2022, which we call ordinal numbers. Mathematics people knows very well about this. Okay, and next one is American method, which goes with the cardinal numbers. Cardinal numbers are only the numbers, doesn't follow any suffix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Okay. So writing date has two styles. Once again, I am telling, one is British method, which followed with the ordinal numbers, and American method with cardinal numbers. But here, one thing we have to keep it in mind. What is that? Here, don't write 7-2-12 or 7/2/12 like that, because there is a reason behind this. Why? Because when the reader reads this, means go through this type of writing date, they will feel that you people are somewhat lazy or careless. Might be you are in hurry. So that's why we have to avoid writing this sort of format while writing a letter. Dates in the letter. Right? Next. Here, another great mistake, or one more format that I'm going to show you, which is very important. Different styles of writing a date that I'm going to show in this slide. So here you see, in a year, we have 12 months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So among these 12 months, a few months takes lengthy spelling. A few months means 7 months, we can say that. Lengthy spelling it takes, like January, February, August, September, October, November, and December. These are the months which takes lengthy spelling, where most of the people, and including we people, we don't write complete name of the month. We take first three letters, that's it. While writing the date, we take only first three letters, like Jan, Feb, Sep, Oct, Now, Dis. So in this way, first three letters that we take for month. So let us see here. I'm giving you here, for example, 26th Jan 1947 I have given in the slide. August, instead of August lengthy expression, we take only three letters, like Feb, October, now. So three letters only we take usually while writing the date. So here one thing you have to observe. After this short form of January, Jan, we have gone with a full stop and comma. Full stop and comma. What does it mean? What does it mean? Why we have to go with a full stop and comma? Because this indicates, means this full stop and comma both indicates that we have omitted some letters. We have omitted some letters there. Common mistake what we made is just after this brief form of January, that is January, Jan, we just keep only comma. Mostly. Most of the people doesn't know this. We have to go with the full stop and comma also. Full stop and comma both are important here. Understand? A few months, like, because the one and the only reason is here, we are just taking short form of that, only three letters that we are taking. Okay. For other months other than these 7 months, Jan, February, March, June, July, okay, these 5 months are there. Apart from these 7 months, remaining 5 months, as already they are short. Let me see, show this. Already they are short, like March, then June, July. There you see, we need not go for full stop and comma. Understand? So here, the next part of the letter is greeting or salutation. Greeting or salutation. This greeting or salutation that shows a relation between two persons or a relation between one another. Dear, sir, Mr. When we use these, you see, that shows the relation between one another. Okay. So here you see. Here we can say that you see, like this salutation, format of the salutation, let us go through first. This salutation will be written left hand margin side. Left hand margin side. Two spaces below the address, okay, followed by comma, and 2 lines above the body of the letter. 2 spaces below the address and 2 lines above the body of the letter that we have to write salutation. And always one thing you see, keep it in mind, don't forget that you see, salutation must be followed by comma. Okay, always this salutation which depends on the gender, type, number and social status of the person. Okay, so here you see, when we write a letter to the limited companies means organized by more than 2 people. Might be owned by one person, not one person, more than one person if it is owned by. Therefore, we can go with the salutation, gentleman, dear gentleman. So in that way, we have a few, let us see this here. So, dear, Mr. Murali. Dear Murali. Mr. Murali, dear Murali. Okay, here you see, when you say dear Murali, this indicates you are a bit closer to that person. Okay, but Mr. Murali is only an acquainted person. Okay, sir, respected sir, madam, sir / madam that you can use. And dear sales manager, dear customer, dear ladies and gentlemen, as I said, to see, if the company is owned by more than a person, we can give this type of salutation or a greeting, dear ladies and gentlemen. Sir, here one thing I want to tell you. We write letters with a salutation, respected sir, respected sir. My humble request to you all, please don't use respected sir, respected madam. Because in that salutation, respected madam or respected sir, already that you have given respect by saying sir. Again, you need not write a respected. Okay. So, this you have to keep it in mind while writing a letter. Clear? Now, let us see body of the letter. Next part of the letter is body of the letter. Here, in the next line that we use. So here, body of the letter which plays a vital role in writing a letter, because here we are going to write what you wanted to write or what you wanted to convey to the person to whom you are writing a letter. Understand? So that's why we must be very careful about what are those three? Again, I want to tell you, diction, the style of letter, the language, what we are going to write in that particular letter. Okay. And the next one is grammar and punctuation. So, grammatical mistakes, we must be very careful about grammatical mistakes and punctuation marks, where we are placing that. Already in the introductory part, see, I have given you what is punctuation. If we can't place comma in a proper place, see, what sort of thing, means what of disturbance that sentence takes, that we have discussed so clearly. And the last one is paragraphs. How we have structured paragraphs. How many paragraphs that you are going to take. How many spaces that you are giving. All these things we must be very careful. That's why body of the letter is very, very, very important. It has its own place in letter writing. Okay. So, and the next complementary clause, subscription. Subscription we call that. Leave taking and complementary clause also we can call. So, after writing letter, complementary clause that we give. Yours faithfully. Okay. Yours faithfully, yours lovingly, yours sincerely. All these leave-taking phrases that we use at the end of the letter. This is fourth part of the letter. Here, I have given a small mistake that we made. Complementary. Check the spelling of complementary. COMPLI is different. COMPLE is completely different in its meaning. Compliment, COMPLI, means a compliment that we give to others. You are so generous. You are so beautiful. So you are so intelligent. So these are compliments that PLIMENTS, compliments that we give. So complimentary closing is a leave-taking phrase. This is. Okay. So we can end the letter using this subscription, which is yours lovingly, yours sincerely, yours faithfully, and yours truly, yours truly. Why these complimentary or leave-taking phrases that we have to use? Yours lovingly that we can use in informal letters to our dear ones. Letters to our dear ones, we can use yours lovingly yours. So, yours sincerely, we use for the people, those who have equal cadre with us. Okay, we can use yours sincerely. I'm very sincere to you. Showing that, you see, we write yours sincerely. Sincerely yours also, you can write. Okay, and yours faithfully always must be to higher officials. To our higher officials, when you are going to write a letter, we have to write yours faithfully only. And yours truly, we have to use to the editor. Letter to the editor. When you write a letter to the editor, you have to use yours truly. Why? Because we have to give only facts to the editor, which is going to be published in journal or newspaper, etc., etc. Understand? So, in this way, leave-taking phrases or subscriptions or complimentary note, whatever that it is, we can use. Okay, and then one more very important complimentary note. Sorry, one more very important complimentary note or leave-taking phrase that we can use here is, we shouldn't use here is yours obediently. Previously, in olden days, we used to use yours obediently, but now you say, I want to say, like, I'm taking liberty to say in this way, like yours obediently, we shouldn't use at least from now onwards. Why? Because we are free citizens. We are living in a democratic country. Because nowadays, see, just because of this, see, nowadays we are not using this phrase, leave-taking phrase, that is yours obediently. So my sincere request to you all is, while writing a letter, don't use your obediently. Yours obediently shouldn't use. Okay, and then here one more very important thing I want to discuss with you, that is usage of apostrophe in between R and S. Yours, here is yours lovingly, yours sincerely, yours faithfully, yours truly, that we have written here. So, in between R and S, in yours, in between R and S, we should not use apostrophe. No apostrophe is used between R and S because these are possessive pronouns. These are possessive pronouns, and faithfully, sincerely, lovingly, or these are adverbs of manners. Adverb of manner. You are lovingly, you are sincerely, you are faithfully. Adverb of manner. And before that, what all that you use, that is possessive pronouns, shouldn't have apostrophe in between R and S. Even today, we keep on correcting the students not to use this. My dear students, please, at least from now onwards, try to learn and avoid using apostrophe in between R and S. Right? Now, let us see formal and informal phrases. See, in a formal letters, respectfully yours, sincerely, yours faithfully, yours truly, we can use. Regards, lovingly. Informally, you can use with regards. These are the phrases that we have to use in informal letters. This is just for the sake of clarification I am giving. Okay. And now, superscription is address on the envelope. So now let us go with the format of the letter. This is very, very important. Which format that you are taking to write a letter? We have three types of formats. One is semi-blocked, modified blocked format, and then blocked format. First, let us discuss about the semi-blocked format. Here, when you see this format, the address, place and date were written right corner of the letter. Right corner of the letter. And then to address and salutation, body of the letter, everything were written left side of the margin, very near to the margin, left side of the page that you are going to write. And coming to the modified blocked format. Here, in this modified blocked format, this layout which goes in that way, everything is written left margin only, but only place and date that were written right side of means right side of the page that you have to write, even complementary closing also. And blocked style completely, everything like place, date, to address, from address, body of the letter, complementary closing, everything will go to the left side of the margin. Okay. So, and the next here is see, one after the other, let us discuss these. First of all, let us go with the blocked format. So here, this is the most common layout of the business letter, which is known as a blocked format. And using this format, the entire letter is left justified. Here, left side of the page that was justified, and single spaced except for the double space between paragraph. Means for each line, only single space that we have to give. But when you come to the paragraphs, between first paragraph and second paragraph and third paragraph, we have to give double line space. This is a blocked format. Full blocked format, we call that. Nowadays, everyone is using this because this is the easiest one. And one more thing, you see, nowadays, you see, like usage of punctuation marks also we need not follow. But after salutation, comma is very important. After salutation, we have to go with a comma, right? And the next one is, this is modified blocked format. Means here, the same justification, just like fully blocked format that we have taken, but here, all the text is left aligned except the address and the date. Address of the author. See, you can see the slide. You can see in the slide here, see, here. Address to the right side. Address to the right side. Okay. And then complementary closing also to the right side. And remaining all left aligned. Remaining all left aligned. Date, closing, everything. Okay. And the next one is semi-blocked format. This is semi-blocked format. Semi-blocked format is a format which is more informal in appearance. This is British format actually. In those days, we used to write letters in this format only. So all elements are left aligned except for the beginning of each paragraph. See here, see. Beginning of each paragraph, we have to take 5 spaces. See, in the body of the letter, you may write something like I have given in the first sentence, taking 5 spaces there. We have to take 5 spaces. And paragraphs are separated by a double line space. Each paragraph to paragraph, that were separated with a double line space. Understand? So here, this is what we call semi-blocked format. Even British format also we can say. And remaining modified format and blocked format, both are American style of formats. With the emerging of these MNC companies, we started writing in American style of format, where in those letters, if you start with the punctuation marks, address, salutation, or paragraphs, everything we say, we have to follow punctuation marks, or else you see, even you have liberty of not using punctuation marks after address and all. But here is a condition. After salutation, this comma is very, very important. Comma is very important. Okay. So, in this way, 3 formats that we have while writing a letter. Any format that we can use. We have liberty of writing a letter in any one of the format. But one thing that we have to keep it in mind. If you have selected semi-blocked format, follow the format, particular format. Means like address, salutation, and then body of the letter, all are left aligned only, except the first sentence of each paragraph. For first sentence of each paragraph, 5 spaces that you have to leave and write. Okay? Address and date must be towards the right corner of the page. Okay? And if you follow this, and if it is modified blocked format, there everything must be left aligned only. Means all the elements must be left aligned only except the address. You need not leave 5 spaces at beginning of the paragraph, first line of the paragraph. No need. All the sentences will be left aligned only. But fully blocked format has that liberty. See, you need not think about anything. Everything, address, salutation, date, everything is even complimentary closing, everything is left aligned only, which is very easy for the students, where you can follow. You have that liberty. Okay? And then here a few phrases that I would like to give you for the sake of easiness. Students may feel easy if you go through these. If you start a letter, body of the letter, I am writing so and so, to inform you that, to confirm that, to request whatever, if it is a request letter, if it is an inquiry letter, to inquire about. So, in this way you can write. And then even referring to the previous contacts. Thank you for your letter. Thank you for your letter. So, thanks for it's my pleasure meeting you. It's my pleasure. So, I'm happy to have a telephone conversation yesterday. So, in this way, referring to your previous contact, you can use these phrases. Okay. And the next one is when you are about to, means last part of that is you can use these phrases. Okay. So using these means these helps you to write a letter. That's it. These phrases, when you go through these phrases. Okay. These phrases helps you to write a letter a more effective manner. Right? And next, a few again I have given here. Offering help. Would you like would you like us to help you in any way? We would be happy to help you. Okay? And we are quite willing to help you. Our company would be pleased to help you in any way. So in this way, you can start a letter to offer letter to someone while writing a letter. Okay. And then even a few are there, like if you want to give good news to some other people, like we are pleased to announce that. I'm so delighted to inform you. It's my pleasure to learn that. So these are the phrases that we can use. Even a few other phrases also that I have given, you can go through all these. Okay, children, here. Writing a letter is such an easy and which gives you pleasure when you write truly facts. If you write, if you prepare and write, if you go with the format, if you write a letter without any grammatical mistakes, if you write a letter using all punctuation marks, wherever means you need to follow proper punctuation marks while writing a letter. Paraphrasing also, very, very important. If you have a very good clarity on how to write a letter, this is an easy task to you. Please follow what I have given, all the instructions uh, in a letter writing, and formats also have shown following those, whatever the format that is comfortable to you, following that is a, have a success in letter writing. Thank you.